carries that have been banned, they follow up really well on aggressive engages. The Sivir is the original champion for doing that. You press the ult and everyone runs faster and you can run faster. With less important about your actual laning mechanics, which is where a lot of people enjoy playing the game. It's where a lot of your skill expression in the lane comes through. Angel, he might be getting sent back to away from this lane. Flash out of Tenuan.
The flash out, Angel down very low himself, but that has been started up level 6 on Tianjin, means they've got ultimates apiece on the junglers, and I think we might be seeing a contest.
We are Tenuan on the flank. Where's PP God going? Where's Iwandi going? The hook's going wide.
Oh, flash away, but it means that someone else gets hit with the ultimate! Oh, Iwandi, you put your jungler out to dry.
Well, someone was getting hit by it, and Iwandi says it's not going to be me. Flashes away, but leaves his jungler for dead, and now he doesn't have the flash. PP God is going to try and minion block him. Does Minefield try to buy some space?
Shield of Daybreak stun comes through, but it's still buffered out of with. Forward is unlikely to give it up. We said that's likely going to be the way of the game. RNG starting up the grubs. They'd love to get that 6 marker. Lilia on them, gets a hold of one. The Zenith Blade goes wide, teleport's flashing on in as a flash ball from BB gets again onto the Lilia. The slicing maelstrom after ensures the death of the jungler.
Geju has been made into little stakes at this point.
People to stand here to defend this for that freely. See the Nautilus coming up, so this would be a 3v1, no slicing maelstrom available. Harry, I don't know about this one, mate. Gonna stand there, lots of damage onto Juice, but already at a turret aggro and just falls apart.
And that is a very, very dead lightning right in the top side. OMG, that's kind of a bit of a problem for them, because of course now it's going to leave this turret and top side for the taking for RNG. Maybe means that Tenuan can bring himself back up to item gold parity with his other mid laner, with this first turret almost certainly going to do so. OMG now getting themselves ahead in gold after all said and done.
And we do know that the changes towards first turret giving over so much gold feels pretty good for RNG, who had a couple sequences go against them. They get the kill, they get the turret plates, it goes on to a great member in terms of the Corki, who's resetting on Vision. Ultimate, not available, but Geju now left alone, because they thought they were catching out one member, they're going to catch out another instead. Flash on forward, gets the passive proc, can still wait on the ultimate, looking to throw it down at some point as PP God comes on up. Where is the rest of the teams? Iwandi going to be trading up with Starry. Now there's going to be some damage coming on through as the ultimate comes flying across. Geju gets a hold of Tianjin, who stays alive with a little bit of the healing. Harry over the wall onto Huang Fong, who's got nowhere to go. Lightning Rat not quite dead. They're so low. Boomerang Blade gets to work for Harry now in a 1v3. He's too deep. What am I witnessing? It is certainly entertaining, but I'm not sure I'll call it quality.
Yeah, Sum 41 wrote a song specifically for situations like this. They're in too deep. And the Rengar and the LeBlanc were very, very good at using just their basic abilities and flitting around the edge of the fights. That gave them a lot of value, and I think that RNG this time, they're playing much better.
A great position right now to do exactly that. Certainly down the 2 dragons, which kind of sucks, but Herald on the other side with enough grubs here to make this mid lane tier 1 theoretically a trivial experience to take down, as Tianjin will try and invade on the other side and at least steal away a red buff.
And now we got the Herald coming in from RNG. That was the hard-won prize after that last skirmish. And topside, wave players coming through. Will it save the turret? Angel's gonna get cancelled.
He is. That means that's going to be a bit of a mess as the ultimates are beginning to fly. No option to satchel charge the turret quite yet. Damage onto Huang Fong, though, means he goes down. Likely going to be the 1-for-1. Harry goes on forwards. Can't quite get as much damage as hoping. Some flashes and some dashes away, make some damage, come back. Still, Iwandi falls. PP God going on forwards. A Valkyrie from the Corki will secure a kill in favor of Geju, who gets that one on the turret, will surely fall afterwards. Angel survived, but they will not be there in the fight in mid lane, and the turret falls despite the mess that OMG made.
And Starry
stays alive. Now he's down towards the spot lane. Final outer turret remaining, likely going to be falling in RNG's favor. And that Goldie will balloon now to more like that 3,000 mark.
And I think particularly it's just all this gold going into
is gone. And the damage onto the enemy laners is relatively limited. Juice will pre-ult here to try and make sure he's got rage to play with. Angel taking a little bit of damage, but the damage back is brutal. They'll throw down the Mega Inferno bomb, but it is only a single gun salute to the fall of the top laner.
It's going to also be an inner turret taken by RNG. So again, it is currently kill for inner turret. They're probably getting an outer turret, I suppose, on the next wave. Angel should be able to stick around for that one. RNG doing much better in the macro department than in that last game. They feel so much more confident, I think, about going forwards with such a powerful Corki and the Ziggs combo.
And that turret will fall as well. 2 inner turrets fall in the blink of an eye. And yes, OMG kill off Juice. They're trying to cross map. But the speed at which RNG can rotate right now through the enemy jungle is just hard to match.
So, RNG, gold lead this time. OMG, great skirmish composition from that first game. They snowballed it over to a win, but it feels like they are overforcing just a little bit at times now. RNG, they have the gold in hand. That means if you overforce into them, things gets a lot more difficult. I think particularly Tenuem on the Corki, so good at consistently dealing damage. This is why you pick these AD carry mids, really. You allow them to go into side lanes, pick up gold, and they consistently carry the game after that, whilst also remaining safe. Geju's going forwards, and this is
pretty
jungle
scary.
support just left alone. They've got to die here, surely.
They're still ulting low, but can't quite get into the bush. The solar flare afterwards is solid, but PP got hit with the dread tide, like to fall down, and there's no one here yet. They wanted to set up for the dragon, but they're in way too deep.
Would very much like to not be caught out by that one again. Geju really making his mark in this game too.
Starry Light will have to do some damage in this team fight to make it work. They're going to go on forward. Big culling. First one from Angel. I went just about alive. And on the other side, PP God still falls, so it'll still be the one trade for RNG.
And it's still big ultimates thrown in from OMG. They just can't kill that first target. Whereas, what were we saying? That Corki, consistent
There will
damage.
be still some knowledge here from OMG about what's going on. The jungle, though, very dark.
So, Harry, he has himself a teleport, a flash, and an ultimate. Can he do anything with that? Currently, he's on bot lane, and we're going in. There's the teleport.
Gets a good Valkyrie out. Tango still tanked up the ultimate. Harry on a flank, still in dangerous position. Iwandi, though, falls on the other side because Tangman had to leave. Juice teleporting in. Rocket Belt over from Harry. Juice down very low. The culling afterwards is good. QSS on the lilting lullaby will force Juice to flash. An ultimate from Huanfeng will force the E away from the Lucian, but still OMG come out on top in that
game. Geju was the main target from OMG. When you're playing something like that Lilia, the reason we haven't seen as much Lilia is that it's harder to play. That ult misses there, going forwards anyway.
No ultimate or no flash available from Huanfeng means the slow is enough.
It can be so punishing playing against that Civiv. So much follow-up, can't survive, no flash. OMG open up the mid lane. This might be exactly what they needed.
Goes over the wall, does throw down the ultimate, get stunned up. Sejuani passive is in. Harry on a flank, Angel just about alive. Getting some blooming blows, the lilting lullaby coming on down as a flash over the wall, keeping one alive. PP God in danger, will likely be traded out.
It's a bit too far again from OMG. They go on to Juice, but he has the Sterix, so hard to kill. Now, so will be spotted out by RNG. They'll quickly take that dragon. That's going to be easily taken. OMG might set up for the Baron, but I don't think they're going to be able to immediately burn it down. They're not on it quick enough, which means that RNG, they're now suddenly sat there just a little while ago. RNG, if they manage to get another good fight from Geju, I think this game ends in their favor. They need to not get caught out. OMG, again, just forcing into the fog of war. RNG continually need to be paying attention to this. They don't spot ult and flash, and he has Sterix. It's hard to force onto him. It's not really the primary target. If you can catch someone like that Ziggs, of course, it's a very different story. Geju walking forwards, getting some damage down.
Jumped on himself, and that's way too far from the Lilia.
Geju caught out, and the Lilia put down into the ground. OMG with the Baron buff. This could be exactly what they need. No Lilia to force a counter engage. They can push in for multiple turrets now.
Juice only gets the spell shield from the Sivir as well, which is always a bit rough because she heals and gets attack speed from that these days. It's really obnoxious. And now with Baron, with a member dead, they can really put the screws on these remaining turrets.
Yeah, the wave clears just becomes that much more difficult, right? You've got one turret at least falling somewhere. It's very hard for RNG to defend without that threat of a counter engage, which so much of that is the Lilia. And now suddenly you're going to get this point where OMG get to run all over the map before the next dragon spawns as well. So much extra gold. They retake the gold lead for the first time in quite a long time. And OMG very, very happy with the pick. Not against hyper tanks, you have HP builders. But as we said, there's a bit of armor now on Juice, but it doesn't feel like it's enough. OMG, they have their big ultimates up available again. Harry just got a death cap, a nice hat, and he might just teleport behind them. Here he comes!
Here we go, Tianjin is so tanky. Juice already down to about 20% HP. PP goes on in! Slicing Maelstrom, a category 5 disaster for RNG. It's a storm of the century, and OMG were praying for it. They find themselves to kill Tanguan running as far as he can. Oh, the huge manatee falls down. Teleports in, they're ending the game right here, right now. It'll be an OMG 2-0.
Royal might never give up, but how can you keep fighting when you're not even on your feet? OMG, they bring in a new jungler, and they bring themselves to new pastures, at least in their first series. In the Grunge group, in Nirvana, they take down the Nexus.
RNG roll for a better game too. Unfortunately, it comes up Snake Eyes. OMG 2-0. They are the better team on the day.
RNG, they would have liked their roster changes to be